Hey guys, it's Jason. I just wanted to do a quick little video. I've been doing some research on realtytrac to get a little bit more information and make sure I do know what I'm talking about. So realtytrac is a website similar to realtor.com, zillow.com, um, trulia.com. I will send you some of those websites so you can see. They sell regular homes on here. They do what's called a syndicate, which basically means that they pull information from the MLS, which is what all the agents, as a part of the association, do, and they list the information on here, and it's a way for them to sell advertising space to local real estate agents like Mr. David Cooper here. If you have interest in any properties, you might give him a call if you don't have a real estate agent that you're currently working with. So I wanted to do a really quick search here, specifically for the foreclosures that you've been looking at. So I just typed in Los Angeles, California. This looks great. Lots of bank options. Looks like it could be cool. Let's find something in your price range. Let's look at this bank auction here. Let's go to view details. I'm assuming this is what you guys have been looking at, but what I get confused is when I see this great property here. The foreclosure status says not in foreclosure. Listing status says not for sale. Yet I can still get more info from Mr. Matthew Paul over here or whatnot. Again, I think it's a way for them to capture and get lead generation. It has some good information down here. I mean, certainly stuff and information that I can get for you as well. But this property is not for sale. Okay, so let's go back. Maybe I made a mistake. I see that there's some other ones here. This is hubzu. I started telling you that I heard about a website where you could do buy foreclosure auctions. This is actually the site that I was thinking of. So let's look at one of these because this says the same thing. Bank auction by hubzu. Okay. Bank option. Okay, this one online auction. Let's see, how do we bid on this? Looks like it's still loading here. So let's wait for it to load, and then I will click on this bank is scheduled to be sold as an online auction. To participate in the event, you will be required to register with your auction partner. Okay, so let's bid on this property at hubzu. Let's go to hubzu, check this out. Maybe it'll open up here for us. Okay, so here's a property. What's weird though is now it says under contract. This property is currently under contract. Okay, so it's not for auction. Confused again, but you can place a backup bid. And this is where I was talking about the crazy fees. Here are your property fees. As the buyer, you have to pay the greater of $625 or 4.5% of your bid amount. You pay at close, which is great. Oh, look at that. You also have a technology fee, $299. You have an earnest money deposit of $15,000 or 3% of your bid amount, which is standard for a regular sale, actually, that amount. The only difference is my guess, there is no contingency. So if your loan, the bank does not want to loan on this property, guess what you lose? Yeah, 15,000 or 3%. In either case, it looks like you can't buy this property anyways. So I was actually doing a little bit more research. I like to use a website called Ripoff Report, if you've heard of that, and I typed in hubzu. And unfortunately for them, there are quite a few complaints regarding how they do business. Ripoff Report is sort of like a Better Business Hero. So if I Googled Ripoff Report hubzu, and unfortunately there are quite a few complaints just on page 1 of Google for how they practice business. So I think this is probably something we want to stay away from. I'm certainly open to helping you find a foreclosure that might work. So if you see an address that you think works for you, that you have interest in, please send it over to me, and I'd be happy to look at that for you. Some of the websites, real quick, I was talking about would be like Zillow, where you can also same thing, type in a city here for sale and do a search, and same thing, gives you all the options here. And certainly you can send me any addresses that you see. I am going to send you shortly a link where you can go in and do your own criteria searches. Again, all of this information that comes up on here is pulled from the same listings that I'm sending you. So it's pretty much the same thing, although this is a little bit more user friendly sometimes, so I understand that. So again, at any time you see something that you'd like to take a look at or maybe didn't show up on my list for whatever reason, please send it to me. It's no problem at all. I will look it up. All I need is the address is fine, the MLS number, whatever's easier for you, and I'll look into that right away. But again, I think hubzu and realtytrac, specifically the foreclosures, probably something that we should stay away from. It just doesn't add up to me, so it's a little confusing. But certainly we can explore more together. If you have questions or maybe you saw something that I didn't see, I'd be happy to look into it again. So that's it for now. I just wanted to send you that quick little video to discuss sort of my findings on this. So I look forward to continue working with you, and we'll talk soon.